Oh boy, time to do a genre I've been itching to get to for a while now on this show. A good old 80s sword and sorcery movie. The 80s were a real boom time for horror and sci-fi, but people sometimes forget the decade was also something of a golden age for fantasy movies too. So am I gonna do something classic like Conan the Barbarian or The Dark Crystal? Hell no, it's this show. I'm doing a low-budget Roger Corman movie. Okay, picture this. It's 1982 and Conan the Barbarian is released, becoming a surprise hit and causing a mini boom in fantasy movies. So what do you do if you're B-movie super producer Roger Corman? You make your own Barbarian fantasy movie to try and cash in on it, that's what. After all, we've already taken a look at some of his attempts to cash in on both Star Wars and Alien. Might as well try and get some of that Barbarian money too. So in 1983, he decided to make his own fantasy movie in Argentina with Deathstalker. Now, technically Roger Corman isn't listed in the credits, but rest assured, he was involved here. I guess the fact that he made 6 other movies that year meant he was too busy to put his name on it. And because this was Roger Corman's first attempt to cash in on Conan the Barbarian, that means it doesn't have any recycled footage like his next 20 fantasy movies would. Roger Corman presents movie or death metal band. You decide. Oh, I see they sprung for a fog machine. Maybe this won't be as cheap as some of Corman's other cash-ins. Actually, wait, I didn't see James Cameron's name in the credits, so yeah, it probably will be. Speaking of credits, this one's as close to an Oscar as this movie's gonna get. So anyway, the movie begins with a bunch of cavemen with leprosy surrounding a guy about to rape a woman he has tied up. Wow, way to give me somebody to root for right away, movie. I can't tell if they're chasing this guy because of what he was about to do, or if they're just mad because he didn't offer to share. Oh, and in case you were wondering if Rapey McRunaway here is supposed to be our hero, nope. This is our hero, Deathstalker. Because if you're gonna try and cash in on Conan the Barbarian, might as well do the Beastmaster 2 while you're at it. I gotta give Deathstalker credit. Not many people can fight bad guys and look like Fabio posing for a fantasy novel at the same time. Hey man, thanks a lot for saving me. I really appreciate it. Oh right, I'm a rapist. I forgot. Ugh. So this means she's safe now, right? Huh. It is really not that girl's day, is it? Oh good, a creepy old man. That means she can finally get away.
This isn't my day either.
Oh man, I was hoping to kill, steal, and rape today. That's like the Barbarian trifecta. The old man takes him to see a king, and it must have taken a while to get there since Deathstalker's hair is now several inches longer. But at least there's food.
Get any poorer, you're gonna have to eat that dog.
Then make it quick, old man. I got a long day of being a dick ahead of me. The king explains that his kingdom was taken over by a wizard called Munkar, and he wants Deathstalker to kill him, mainly because if he didn't, we wouldn't have a plot.
A brave man could get inside Munkar's castle and kill him.
You need a fool.
No, a hero.
Okay, well you better not pick this guy then. Apparently Deathstalker agrees with me since he refuses to help the king.
In olden times, there were great heroes.
Well, those days are gone. I steal and kill to stay alive.
And also because I like it. I am a huge asshole. Meanwhile, at Castle Playset, I'm starting to see why Munkar decided to rule this place. I can't tell if this is the wizard's throne room or the set of an 80s metal video. Just look. Alright, those last few shots were actually from Motley Crue's Looks the Kill video, but honestly, could you tell? Despite refusing to help the king, the movie's plot seems determined to get Deathstalker involved when he saves an old witch from some of Munkar's men. Deathstalker may be a man of few words, but that's understandable considering some of the dialogue here.
With this amulet, the lifeblood of generations, I change my form and slip your grasp.
You know, that would have been way more effective if you didn't loudly announce it first.
Get the amulet. He is helpless without it. Hurry!
Oh well, whatever. Anyway, you're lucky you're a 2 at best, lady, or I'd be having my way with you right now. It's how I get rid of my kill boner after I slice some dudes up. Let's see, old witch in a fantasy movie? I sense some exposition coming.
Join 3 things separate to be the power more powerful than Munkar.
Taralva, don't talk to me in riddles.
Yeah, or at least not fantasy movie cliches. So the witch explains that there's 3 magic items of unspeakable power, and Munkar has 2 of them, but if he gets the 3rd magic item, he can combine their power together and become more magically powerful than the magic power magic. And just what is the 3rd magic item she's talking about?
So the sword is the instrument of justice. I will tell you how to find it. He who wears it cannot die.
Cool, I'm just gonna go take the sword and then do whatever the hell I want. You're on your own, Witch Hazel.
Go! Reunite the 3 powers.
And after they're together?
You can do anything. You will be the power.
Yeah, I don't know if giving this guy unlimited power is a great idea. Before Deathstalker can begin his quest, though, he needs to get the magic sword, which is currently being held by a ghoulies puppet.
I'm sent by Taralva.
I live in this damp cave, trapped, eating mice, moss, bugs, and you come here looking for gifts?
Look, pal, I only took this gig because it might lead to some princess poon. Now make with the sword already, will ya? He can't have the sword just yet. First he needs to defeat this giant / above average height guy.
Daughter! Catch!
The 3rd power.
Oh, gnarly, dude! Weirdly, getting the sword makes Deathstalker not kill someone. Here's hoping he doesn't try and force himself on the puppet.
I'm a victim of Munkar's curse. I was once a man like you.
And then he turned me into a shitty Muppet! Do you know what it's like to constantly have another guy's hand up your ass? Jeez, I know the budget for this movie was low, but I think the stand-in they got for Deathstalker could have been a little better. Good news, you're no longer a mutant Muppet. Instead, you're a middle-aged Argentinian actor. Anyway, wanna come with me? Before they start their quest, though, they need to gather more members of their party. Turns out Deathstalker isn't the only out-of-work Chippendales dancer in this movie. This is another one of our heroes, Ogress, who kinda looks like Mick Jagger if he got really jacked. I'm not sure when exactly this movie takes place, but I'm pretty sure it's before the invention of consent. Get away from her, you creeps! Nobody forces themselves on women in this movie but me! In addition to making Deathstalker invincible, the sword also has the power to chop people's heads off, then magically reattach them in the next shot.
I owe you my life. My name is Ogress.
Stalker.
But my friends call me Death. Ogress explains he's on his way to a tournament Munkar's holding to find the mightiest warrior in the land, and the winner will become the heir to Munkar's kingdom, so might as well let him tag along. They were going that way anyway. But despite knowing how to rock a leather belly shirt, I'm not sure if he's a smart addition to the team.
Spirits.
That was a horse, stupid! You check the perimeter, bro. I'll be over here looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, great. They're getting attacked by a low-rent Nazgul. Alright, actually, it's something a little different.
Can't believe it. It's a lady.
I may be a woman. My sword has cut down greater men than you.
And I've dealt with better women. With a different sword.
Okay, come on, Ogress. Everyone knows you're packing a butter knife at best. This is Kyra, played by actress Lana Clarkson. Now, if you've heard of Lana Clarkson, it could be because of her work in various B-movies during the 80s, or it's because she's the woman that Phil Spector shot in the face and murdered. Yeah. Alright, I'll try not to make any jokes about that, but knowing me, I can't promise anything. I can't tell if Deathstalker's attracted to her or just jealous that her hair's nicer than his. And in case you didn't know this movie has tits in it, here, have some more. In addition to taking his castle, Munkar's also kidnapped the king's daughter, Princess Codile, who he's apparently forced to dress like an extra from Star Trek. Codile's played by former Playboy playmate Barbie Benton, and weirdly enough, she isn't the one that spends most of the movie topless. Don't worry though, it's a Roger Corman movie, so I'm sure we'll see her naked at some point. So, any news on Deathstalker?
Deathstalker is camped outside the city, my lord.
So, go kill him? But wait, they can't do that yet. Deathstalker still hasn't gotten rid of his kill boner. Ooh la Lana. Here's hoping Deathstalker doesn't pull a Phil Spector and say it went off accidentally. What? I told you I couldn't promise anything. Anyway, our heroes make it to Munkar's castle, and if you had any doubt the guy lived in an 80s music video, check this out. I don't know what Munkar's tournament is going to be like, but I have a feeling a wet t-shirt contest is going to be involved somehow. Jeez, if this is what making the movie was like, the rap party must have been nuts. Even the old man might end up getting some. Okay, so a blowjob's probably not a good idea. Ah, nice to see Kyra dressed up for the occasion. Munkar gives a speech to the contestants, and that tattoo kind of makes him look like a white mirror universe version of Mike Tyson.
We shall see in the battles of the next 2 days who will claim my kingdom, and whether good or evil will rule.
Either way, most of you ladies are probably going to end up getting defiled afterwards. Even the good guys aren't very good here. Case in point, he brings out Princess Cadil and has everybody fight over who gets to have their way with her. Well, we had mud wrestling, now it's time to get homoerotic in here. This whole movie looks like they gave the cast booze and just let the cameras roll. And see, told you I was right about Barbie. Thankfully, Deathstalker rescues her. At least I hope that's what he's doing.
Were you planning to take her with you?
It's okay, bro. I just want her for a quick pump and dump.
For the night, anyway.
Damn it, Deathstalker, quit being more of an asshole than I am. Oh man, last night was crazy. I got so drunk I forgot I wasn't actually in a Duran Duran video. Ugh. We find out the reason Munkar's holding the tournament is to get all the best warriors in the land to eliminate each other, then kill the winner so that no one will be left to oppose him. That's not the worst plan, actually. However, he orders one of his henchmen to kill Deathstalker before the tournament. And in order to make sure his henchman is able to get close enough to put away his invincible sword, he turns him into the princess? And on that day, Munkar invented transformation porn. DeviantArt was never the same again. Hopefully Munkar's henchman is able to kill Deathstalker before he really gets down to business, or this is gonna get really awkward. Busted! Alright, princess, for trying to kill me, you get to be the sub.
Yes! Who? What the hell are you?
Alright, Deathstalker, try to be a little more open-minded, okay? Well, Munkar's henchman may have failed to kill Deathstalker, but on the plus side, he did learn a lot about himself just now. And what the hell are you doing? Don't turn back now that you're with Lana. Corman was counting on this movie having a lesbian scene. I think Kyra's hoping to distract him with her, dazzling sword fighting skills. Oh, and despite winning the fight, she still ends up dying anyway, apparently because she got a paper cut. Alright, well, thanks for showing your boobs, I guess. Alright, time for the tournament to begin so Deathstalker can use the power of his magic sword to unite the magic of the 3 magic powers to magic power magic. Fun fact, early versions of medieval times restaurants had a lot less jousting, but way more killing. This was back when the mixed part of mixed martial arts just referred to what weapons the fighters used. Okay, first up, looks like it's Ogress versus the man in the iron gimp mask. Ogress wins. Fatality. Wait, so Ogress's reward for winning the fight is getting thrown in a dungeon? That seems like kind of a shitty prize. Plus, I don't think his friends are going to be much help to him.
I've been waiting 30 years for this.
Hey, if you think those ladies are laughing at you now, just wait until you take your clothes off. Oh, that's why Ogress was brought here. It was for his post-fight chiropractor appointment. It turns out that Ogress actually brought Deathstalker to the tournament on Munkar's orders so that he could kill him, so I guess the torture session was just to psych out the audience. Also, apparently Munkar has the power to make his tattoo switch sides in between edits. Because Deathstalker's sword makes him invincible, how exactly is Ogress going to kill him?
Munkar plans to kill you tonight. Forget the tournament. Flee.
He warns him about Munkar's plan. How deviously clever. Alright, pal, there's only room for one beefcake who can't act in this movie. I think this girl's surprised they're actually showing two guys wrestle for once here.
Goodbye, my friend.
That's for trying to warn me and save my life, fucker. Alright, time for Deathstalker's big fight in the tournament so that sword, magic, power, blah blah, you get where I'm going with this. For his big fight, Deathstalker has to battle this medieval Ninja Turtles reject. How is Deathstalker possibly gonna win here? Oh, right, he can't die as long as he has the sword. This should be really easy. Yep, it sure was. Alright, let's finish this, Munkar. Deathstalker needs to buy more bronzer and baby oil.
The amulet. The power. You can be the power.
Yeah, magic, power, magic. I already said that, lady. Alright, girls, you know the drill. There hasn't been any titties on screen for a few minutes, and Mr. Corman is very strict about that kind of thing. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he appears to be doing Deathstalker's job of killing the bad guys for him. Just where the hell is Deathstalker, anyway?
Behold, the amulet.
Aha! The mystical necklace a crew member's wife let them borrow. He's found it. However, Munkar's general wants it too. Okay, Deathstalker, bit of advice. When you have a sword that makes you invincible, maybe try holding on to it a little tighter. And apparently Deathstalker's a Jedi now. Damn it, Deathstalker, you can pose for the box art later. You've got a bad guy to defeat.
Decapitation!
You know what? Considering this is an 80s fantasy movie, I'm surprised it took this long to get to that sound effect. What the hell? You mean that guy's still not dead? I wasted a decapitation drop. Okay, time for the final showdown with Munkar. Munkar shows off his power to make extras that happen to have the same facial hair as him, but again, when you give your hero a weapon that makes it impossible for him to be killed, it kinda kills any suspense. Instead of wondering how Deathstalker's gonna defeat Munkar, I'm wondering just what the hell Munkar's gonna do. Oh no, he's inflamed Deathstalker's sword! It's all red and throbbing and alright, you get what they were going for here. Don't worry though, as long as it lasts less than 4 hours, he should be okay. Oh no, fire. If only Deathstalker had some sword that made it impossible for him to be killed. Oh right, he does. Deathstalker's sword is like something a little kid makes up when they're playing a game with their friends. Hey, I killed you. Nuh-uh, my sword makes me invincible. That means I win. Alright, Munkar's holy grail thingy is apparently really important, so how's Deathstalker gonna get it? Huh. Okay, that was surprisingly anticlimactic.
No! You don't know what you're doing!
Oh man, now that I'm not king anymore, now what am I supposed to do? I'm never gonna get a decent job with this face tattoo. Okay, so Munkar's dead and Deathstalker finally got the magic power of the 3 powerful magic power magics. So does this mean he's king or something now? Alright, look, we blew most of our budget on the castle set and hiring a bunch of women from the local strip club. We didn't have anything left over for an ending, okay? Like a lot of Roger Corman productions, Deathstalker was a financial success, mainly owing to its low budget, but it really found its audience on home video, where it proved popular enough to get no less than 3 sequels, as well as a pseudo spin-off series called Barbarian Queen starring Lana Clarkson. So did this movie deserve to become a franchise? Well, that depends on your criteria. I mean, yeah, the movie's cheap, the acting's not great, the plot's kinda disjointed, not to mention it's painfully obvious what the movie's trying to cash in on, but all the cheese and cheesecake does still manage to be kind of entertaining. The pace is pretty brisk, and at only 80 minutes long, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's definitely not as good as what it's cashing in on, but it is one of the more entertaining cash-ins. Plus, this movie manages to avoid the fantasy movie cliche of just showing people walk for several minutes, instead replacing it with mud wrestling, which in my opinion counts as an improvement. Well, that's all for now. Until next time.